borrowed $316 million. Tax-free. All that money's tax-free because it's debt.
But you're not using that money to go out and buy a fancy car.
No, I don't have to. Please share on this. Okay, so I borrow, let's say I borrow $1 million. I buy a property, it goes up to $10 million. I got $9 million equity sitting there. If I need a new car, I just borrow it out and buy a new car with tax-free. Yeah.
So that is the reason I am financially free. I don't agree with everything Robert Kiyosaki says, but when he's talking about debt, he is spot on. Debt is the key to wealth. And if you don't think that, that's probably the reason you're not wealthy. The sooner you learn how to properly leverage debt, the sooner you learn how to create wealth like 99% of wealthy people do. I'm not a billionaire because of debt, but I do own over $45 million worth of real estate without using.
So you don't know what Robert Kiyosaki is talking about, let me explain it to you. And I will tell you something that they didn't tell you. Let's just say you bought a property for $150,000. 5 years later, that property's worth $250,000, which means you have about $100,000 in equity. Now, let's just say you go to the bank and the bank is able to allow you to pull $50,000 out of that property. Now, that $50,000, my friend, that you just took out of the property is tax-free. The reason why is that it's not considered a capital gain. It's not considered a earned income, but it's considered a debt. Anything that is debt, you do not have to pay tax on it. Now, even though you pull $50,000 out of the property, now you owe $150 plus another $50. But the beauty is that the renter is paying down your debt because every single year, because of inflation, rent goes up. Typically between $50 to $100. So if he wants a new car, he just pull the equity out of the property tax-free. Now, here's something that Robert Kiyosaki and Sam didn't tell you, is that they got rich before they can get wealthy. Because if you're still working at a J-O to B, how are you able to own hundreds of rental property? Well, they both build a business that brings them massive amount of income, active income every single month. Then they take that money and then they deploy it into real estate. You got to understand, wealth is a 10 to 20 to 30 year game plan. You do not get wealthy within a year or 2 years, but you can get rich in 3 to 5 years. That is where I come in because I teach you how to make a lot of money wholesaling of real estate. And then you can take that money and park it into real estate. So to me, your priority is to get rich first. It's to build your own business. Get to the point where your business is making you between 20, 50 to 100,000 a month. That's when you're ready to go buy investment property and start building wealth. Because you got to understand, if you have 2, 3, 5 rental property, the cash flow is not enough for you to live off of. So for you to make 10, 20, 30,000 a month in passive income from your rent, you need to have at least 50, 100, or 200 rentals that are mostly paid off. Only way to do that is you got to build up your active income. And listen, the more rental property you have, the more reserve you need to have. Why? Because if anything goes wrong with your rental, let's just say you own 50 of them and all of a sudden the market tank and 20 of them go vacant. And if you work at a J-O to B, how do you have enough income to pay for the mortgage for 20 vacant property? And when a renter move out, you got to do what's called a turnover, which means you got to go in there and fix the property up. And that could cost you $5, $10, even $15,000. Typically, that will wipe out your whole entire passive income that you've been saving for the entire year. So to be able to come in and do the repair, guess where the money coming from? Your active income. If you're only making $5,000 a month working at a J-O to B, how is that enough for you to go in and do the repair? This is why you got to get educated before you get eliminated. So if you want to learn how to get rich through wholesaling real estate, where I will share with you all the tips, tricks, and all the secrets and show you exactly how I make 6-figure a month wholesaling houses completely virtual, where you only need a laptop, a phone, and internet. Give me a like, a follow, and comment part 2, and I'm going to share with you all the tips, tricks, and all the secrets on how you can do it. Then I take that money and I go buy rental property. So currently right now I have 16 rentals, but majority of them are almost paid off because my wife and I, we're not looking to acquire a lot of property. We're just looking to acquire enough property, but majority of them are paid down. So we have a larger cash flow. Sometimes bigger is not always better. The info's there. The choice is yours. Until next time, take care and let's go get this money.